This is the dawn of a new era in British karting. Over 550 drivers in 12 classes competing for victory over 18 race weekends. This is the Motorsport UK British Kart Championships. Larkhall in Scotland plays host to the third round of the Junior X30 title race, and whilst most have been here since day one, local man Cian Shields has thrown his hat into the ring for a tough task. Can he win on home soil against the regulars? And how fast will he be on a circuit he knows like the back of his hand?
Larkhall's a really good track, and especially with the new extension, it's a lot better. I like Larkhall because the new track, it's got the banked hairpin up the back and it's got the tight hairpins and tight corners down the bottom and up there, and then it's also got the fast and flowing into the straight in the first corner. It's really good to drive. I'm hoping to get a good result. Yesterday was good with a fourth in the final and starting 21st, so the heats qualified, starting third for the first heat today, so I'm hoping for a good result.
Dan Ginchard and Cian Shields on the front row from Gray, Rowledge, Leben, Reed, Taylor, Edgar, Spindlow and McLean. Jake Sanson and Kai Bacchini in the commentary box with you for this Junior X30 final. Is it going to be a strong charge off the grid? Yes it is! Cracking move to the first corner as Ginchard hits the front. Oliver Gray goes with him in a second position as Cian Shields tries desperately to hang on. Slips down to fourth position. Looks like a cracking start from Tom Leben to tuck in behind Ginchard and Gray as they run through the first couple of corners of the lap. They'll go into that tight square left and then round the hairpin back into our sights. Ginchard at the front on the red speed. Second place for Gray, third for Leben, fourth for Cian Shields, and fifth place is Josh Rowledge as they go through the right-hander into the infield section once again. And Joe Taylor's already starting to get on terms with Josh Rowledge down in the braking zone for the hairpin. And already there's a lot of battles side by side. A couple of drivers trying to make the ultimate move as they get into the tight hairpin. Up on the banked 1-2 and off the circuit. A little bit of a run over the grass for Drew Davidson. Craden McQueen is down at the back of the field. Caden McQueen is dead last on this first lap. He's had an incident or two, and the championship leader suddenly sees his advantage washed away as they come through. Now this is an interesting one because McQueen tumbling down the order, so too Reggie Dewey down to about 25th, and a spin for the 81. Now that is a big problem. Unfortunately, that is Zach Meakin having spun all the way down to the back. We obviously lost Sam Henning and Jamie Mead to incidents earlier on in the day, but out in front, Dan Ginchard is your race leader, and up to third comes Cian Shields. Made the move there on Tom Leben. So now Shields in a third position as he makes the move. The Flying Scotsman charging his way up onto the back of Oliver Gray. Reggie Dewey making a big run further back, and off goes Reggie Dewey. Reggie Dewey is over the hairpin on the way to the infield. Reggie Dewey trying to cut around the outside, didn't have any room to manoeuvre, and Reggie Dewey now falls to the back of the field. So Ginchard is your leader, Gray in second, Shields is third from Rowledge, Leben, Taylor, Reed, Spindlow, Edgar, Josh McLean and Chris Harnan. Aaron Walker in 12th from Serenetti, James Walker, Alex Lee, Sam Hawthorne, Kasper Skuza and Ivan Lomliev. From Georgia Dimitrov down in 19th, and Sam Shaw, after his dramatic incident at the start of the day, finds himself 20th in front of Douglas Bolger. But Ginchard and Gray have broken clear with Shields in third, but the championship leader, Caden McQueen, down at the back. This championship's been blown wide open.
Yeah, that was a massive mistake by Caden McQueen. Don't know what happened there, but that's a massive shame. An absolutely horrendous start from Caden McQueen, but this will be interesting to watch the rest of the race unfold.
So now the competitors are going to have to work very hard indeed to keep this momentum. McQueen will be charging through the field like wildfire as he tries to make up momentum. But he is now in 28th position as he tries to pick them off one by one. Oliver Gray sets the new fastest lap, 50.2, half a second back from Dan Ginchard, as McQueen is now trying to charge after Harvey Ryby and get himself up the order once again. And it's a similar story for Reggie Dewey as he tucks in behind Zach Meakin, so several drivers trying to come back. But Ginchard is your race leader and is loving it out in front. Cian Shields is trying to close up on Oliver Gray in second place, but the top three have already got clear of Tom Leben. And Leben, being in fourth position, has got some challenge from further back as Josh Rowledge has fallen a long way down the order. He's tucked in behind his teammate Aaron Walker as up the inside Tyler Reed makes the bid on Joe Taylor and gets in a fifth position. Good run from Reed. Meanwhile, Josh McLean gets through in a seventh place as he makes the bid on Freddie Spindlow, I think that is. And his teammate Tom Edgar. Spindlow's going to get hung out to dry here. Harnon's gone through, Serenetti's gone through, and now so too is Aaron Walker. So Spindlow has to hold the inside line to stop Rowledge from getting through. What a challenge this is turning out to be. And if Oliver Gray can hold on to second place, then he takes the lead in the Drivers' Championship from Caden McQueen. But McQueen, making progress through the field, has a chance to get back into the lead of the championship. He's up to 26th. If he can make up 2 more places, then McQueen retakes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. So it's not all done and dusted for him. His win yesterday has given him a little bit of breathing space. But McQueen will be charging his way through to retain the lead of the championship. 1 more place made up. He makes the move on the inside of the hairpin. And that's another place made up at the expense of... I think that's Alex Moody and Max Mear he's taking on. So if he can get past both of them, he's back in the championship lead. But Ginchard leads from Oliver Gray and Cian Shields.
Yeah, only 1 point difference at the top of the championship right now. All that he needs to do is just make up 1 more place and he will be back in the league championship. And that does mean that Oliver Gray will drop down to second.
Proof that you don't need to run in every round of the championship to be running at the front of the British Championships either, because this is Cian Shields' first weekend of the season and he's in 3rd position chasing down Ginchard and the 63 in there as well of Oliver Gray. I'm fairly sure this is Ginchard's first British Championship round of the season in Junior X30 as well. He's done the European Series, but in Britain, I'm fairly sure he's been conspicuous by his absence up to this point. But Ginchard, on the red speed, is showing that the Persistence Motorsport squad have plenty to say in 2019. He's been coached by the European Junior Champion, Lewis Gilbert, all weekend. And it's going to be a really interesting battle for them as they have a battle out of the final turn. Rowledge and Walker battling together as Chris Harnon goes wide in the final bend. But Ginchard leads Gray. Shields in 3rd from Levin, Taylor, Reed, Edgar and Serenetti, who both get past Josh McLean. And Josh Rowledge down to 10th position. A very exciting battle as we now have just under 10 minutes to go. Can't believe only 5 minutes have gone.
Yep, and we might not have been looking at him, but up 12 places is Sam Shaw from 27th. Absolutely brilliant start from Sam Shaw in 15th from 27th.
Yeah, considering he had his issues in the first heat earlier on, he had a shunt at the first corner on lap 2, and we thought he was going to need some serious medical attention. He had some checks and he's back into the action again. But Sam Shaw is having an amazing charge back through the field here. And as you say, he is up 12 places. I think he's actually made up another one as he charges onto the back of Alex Lee. So a great run from Sam Shaw in the 16. But it's still these 3 leading up front. Ginchard, Gray and Cian Shields. From Levin, Taylor, Tyler Reed, Tom Edgar and Alessandro Serenetti. From Josh McLean and Josh Rowledge. Then it's Aaron Walker in front of James Walker. Chris Harnon in front of Alex Lee. Then Shaw, Hawthorne, Spindlow, Lomliev, Dimitrov and Butterworth. Scusa and Douglas Bolger in front of Caden McQueen, who by moving up to 23rd is now back in the lead of the Drivers' Championship by just 2 points to Oliver Gray. So it's very important that he hangs on. Oliver Gray's taken the lead. Oliver Gray's got past Dan Ginchard. Ginchard over the curbs, nearly loses the kart completely. What a save from Ginchard. Just took the tiniest bit too much curb on the way through the left. And if you hit that curb, you are in the barriers. Well, that was the save of the race without any doubt.
Yep, amazing save from Dan Ginchard. And a 5-kart battle for 5th position as Joseph Taylor leading, which will be very hard to defend from all 4 drivers behind him.
Yeah, Joe Taylor hanging on to 5th in front of Tyler Reed, Tom Edgar, Alessandro Serenetti and Josh McLean as they come through on the far side. Cian Shields has been caught as well by Tom Leben. So this could end up being a 4-way scrap for the victory as Serenetti has climbed his way back into contention in 8th place. That'll be a bit of a relief for Alessandro. He's had a very tough day at the office. Yesterday was even worse as now he climbs up the inside of Reed and gets into P7. So Serenetti climbing back up the order. Good to see him make the charge back. Meanwhile, Ginchard has got back onto the rear bumper of Oliver Gray. And Cian Shields has got Tom Leben climbing all over the back of him. This race is not done yet. In fact, we've only just gone past half distance. So we're continuing on into the second half with lots to do, lots to say, and a heck of a lot of battling to come. As Oliver Gray, getting into the lead of the race, now actually ties him at the lead of the championship with Caden McQueen. They both have 3:52. So that would be an amazing duel between them as they go into the second half of the season. Dan Ginchard, though, wants to get this victory back again. He's got nothing to lose in terms of the Drivers' Championship. He knows he can't win the British title, but he wants to win regardless. And Cian Shields is in a similar boat, in 3rd position with Tom Leben all over the back of him. The Flying Scotsman's got a great chance here. He knows this track very, very well. So there's still plenty to do and plenty to talk about as they come over the line again, flying through the left-hander at the start of the lap. The top four all still close together. Serenetti is lining up Tom Edgar big style as Serenetti and his former teammate Sam Shaw have nearly gone through a dozen apiece there. Dan Butterworth's done an amazing job as well. He's up 14 places to 19th. So an amazing run from Dan Butterworth, having started dead last. He's now up into 19th place on the gold chassis. We can't overlook that. As up to third has come Tom Levin. Levin has made the move on Kean Shields on the far side of the circuit, out of our sight. And now Kean Shields is there in fourth position, waiting for his own opportunity. But as soon as those two up front, Gray and Ginchard, start fighting for the lead, those two behind, Levin and Shields, are going to have another opportunity. But Tom Levin in third place, having a great run after his win at Castelletto in the European Series. Now in the British Championship, he wants to keep it going. There's an almighty squabble in the midfield as they come to the final turn. There's about 12 of them all in the mix, and running wide is Alex Lee as the drivers squabble away for position over the line. Absolutely amazing. I would love to be in that midfield pack. It looks as though that's going to be a ding-dong to the flag.
Yeah, and it would be very scary being in that battle. 12 carts battling for one position. It will not end out well. Just one mistake that you make, you'll lose up to 11 positions.
So out of the tight hairpin on the infield come the leaders. Gray, Ginchard, Leben and Kean Shields in the top four. Up to fifth position, by the way, has come Tom Edgar. The Northern Irishman's done a great job in this final to make up the progress and come back. Oh, that's problems for Sam Shaw. Sam Shaw has been nudged wide, I think. He's certainly been edged out onto the curbs. And when you run out of space and hit that curb, there's nothing you can do about it. All his hard work, Sam Shaw, all of it is undone as he goes back down to the queue. And that's exactly what you were talking about, Kai. You make one mistake and you fall all the way down the order. But I think Sam Shaw is shaking his fist over the start-finish line. He feels that that wasn't his mistake. He was assisted there as far as he was concerned. The leaders are coming back through, and Oliver Gray still leads. Ginchard's second, but look, Tom Levin is now right in there with them. Kean Shields is being sensible here, sat in fourth position, still keeping close to them. But this battle is going to rock on, and a very late lunge on the inside to second from Tom Levin. What a move! That was as late as you like, and he found the space and gets it through. Absolutely terrific. Oh, Bolger's got a big lunge in the hairpin. He's charged up the inside of Ryby. Reggie Dewey was able to get to the inside of him, but Bolger, full of commitment on the inside there of the hairpin. Good move from the Japanese star as they continue to charge their way forward. An absolute squabble, and Bolger's at it again in the final hairpin. He charges through on the inside, side by side with the 11 of Kasper Skuza. And he and the pole have been locking horns all weekend, but they're still at each other's throats as Gray leads the race, Levin in second place, Ginchard third, and Shields in fourth. Battles everywhere you look.
Yep, and that was an amazing move from Tom Levin back there. But you said it was a 12-part battle. Now it's evolved to a 17-cart train for a mid-pack battle. That is absolutely outstanding.
Seriously is. Now there's going to be more battles in the braking zone as a very late lunge on Drew Davidson from Georgia Dimitrov results in a little bit of argy-bargy into the braking zone. A big defensive move from Drew Davidson. Dewey's going to try and get on the inside of Dimitrov, and Bolger's going to line up Harvey Ryby and Kasper Skuza once again. Great battle in the mid-pack, but Gray, Levin, Ginchard and Shields are tightening up. Tom Edgar in fifth, and closing him down is Alessandro Serenetti. Up into sixth position, he's made up 12, and he's still trying to fight his way through. Dan Butterworth, he's up 18 now, as Levin is really hassling Oliver Gray. Once those two start battling, it's going to be absolutely loggerheads. Tom Levin, of course, trying to fight to get back into the top 10 of the Drivers' Championship. All over the back of Oliver, all over the back of him is Oliver Gray. That's Levin through. Levin is through to the lead. Tom Levin has got the lead of the race now from Oliver Gray. Gray there in second place. Ginchard is third, and in fourth place, Kean Shields. And up to fifth has come Alessandro Serenetti. Serenetti charges his way up in the inside line and gets fifth position. Oh, and there's contact further back. Now that's a problem, unfortunately, as Alex Moody has had a tussle with Zach Meakin in the second hairpin in the infield. And so the pair of them have gone to the back of the field as Bolger continues to wrestle on the inside line there with the 11 of Kasper Skuza. Now the four are battling for the victory up front. Here we go. They're running short on time, down to 2 minutes left. And it's all about tyre management. Who's looked after their rubber the best? As out in front, it's Tom Levin leading. Gray second, Ginchard third, Shields fourth. And they are nose to tail at this section of the race. They've got to consolidate their position. Once they start battling for the victory, it's going to be about keeping your wits about you. They blast through with 1:35 on the clock. And up to 5th position again has come Edgar from Joe Taylor, McLean, Serenetti and Tyler Reid. Then Aaron Walker, Josh Rowledge and Chris Hahn and the Dutchman. James Walker. And in 14th is Caden McQueen ahead of Freddie Spindlow. That gives Caden McQueen the championship lead back again by quite a considerable margin. McQueen has saved this championship lead beautifully here with an amazing fight back. And Douglas Bolger is out of the race. Oh, what a shame for the Japanese star. On the way to the first hairpin of the second half of the lap, and unfortunately Bolger is out. Now, I can't tell you, I'm afraid, whether it's mechanical failure or if he's been involved in an incident. I can't see any massive damage, but it doesn't change the outcome. And poor Douglas Bolger definitely didn't deserve to be ending up there. He's driven with so much commitment and entertainment and energy in that race. What a shame to see him on the sidelines.
Yeah, very unfortunate to see Douglas Bolger unfortunately retiring from the race. But this is amazing battle up front. We have a battle from 1st to 4th and a battle from 5th to 8th. That's amazing.
It really, really is. And now we're going to run short on time with Levin in front of Gray, Ginchard and Shields as they battle for the victory. Ginchard is going to try and get his move to the inside. Gray holds station. Shields is going to get the switchback and gets through on the inside of Dan Ginchard. Lovely move from Shields to 3rd position. Now we're really going to get a race on our hands as Shields runs out wide. Ginchard's going to get through. Levin is holding station in front of Oliver Gray. Gray is desperately trying to go for the lead on the inside, and we're going into the last lap.
Yeah, this is going to be one heck of a battle. It's going to be Lemon versus Gray and Shields versus Ginchard. This is going to be one to watch.
So out they go to the back straight. They'll go into the chicane, out of our view. Hopefully there's no fisticuffs in that tight long hairpin as the drivers come through for a 4-way dogfight. Tom Levin, Oliver Gray, Dan Ginchard and Kian Shields. They come back down the straight and it's still all 4 of them. Shields being towed by Ginchard. And here's Levin. Gray going to go side by side. Gray takes the lead. Shields goes wheel to wheel with Ginchard. And Ginchard holds it on the inside line, slides out. Shields tries to get on the inside. He's not going to get there. Levin's going to try again to get past Gray on the switchback of the hairpin. Gray holds station. Oliver Gray is going to take the victory if he can just hang on 3 more corners into the final turn. Levin's going to try and get the switchback out of the final hairpin. They're going to be side by side, and Gray gets it. Oliver Gray by 0.03 of a second. What a finish! What a victory for Oliver Gray, and the Dan Holland Racing team can celebrate an amazing victory. What a job from Oliver Gray. Now we've got a championship fight.
Yeah, this is going to be absolutely amazing to see this through the rest of the season. Absolutely beautiful drive from Oliver Gray to get the 1st position on the last lap, and very good driving from all of them up at the front.
Tom Levin in 2nd place, Dan Ginchard a sensational 3rd. A great performance from him. Kian Shields like lightning all weekend in P4. Joe Taylor in 5th position from Tom Edgar, Alessandro Serenetti, Aaron Walker, Josh Rowledge and Josh McLean in the top 10. And it looks like Drew Davidson is breaking down post-flag. Wow, those 4 finals had absolutely everything in it. What an amazing battle, what an incredible fight. And yet again, the West of Scotland Kart Club here at Larkhall delivers in spades. What amazing racing here in Scotland.
It's a well-deserved victory for Oliver Gray to close within 8 points of championship leader Caden McQueen. Tom Levin is a brilliant 2nd place, whilst Dan Ginchard and Kian Shields are in the top 4 in their first weekend in the championship.
Well, it was really eventful. At the start, I got a bit of a gap, but we weren't really fast enough as I was losing my tyres just over the weekend. I was graining them. So Ollie caught me up, overtook me. I stayed with him, and then Tom overtook me, and then they started to battle, and then Kian Shields got involved, and it was a really good race, actually. I really enjoyed it.
And then I defended for the last 2 laps, but on the 90 right, it got cut back on me that I wasn't expecting at all. And then, because there was only 3 corners left, I didn't really have a chance to get him. On the line, I almost got him 300ths behind, but wasn't quite close enough.
Yeah, it was a good race. Started off P3, went into 2nd straight at the start, and got a gap behind, chasing after Daniel in the lead. Got into the lead, but Tom here was really fast, caught me up and got into the lead. But on the last lap, I managed to switch him back, coming out the 90 right, and managed to hold it from there.